What's up?
We need to talk to you about a few things.
Okay.
I want to start off by asking just a simple question. Since the time you got your jacket, the patch, how have you felt going to the club?
I don't know what that question means.
You think you've been going with everyone? Do you think you've gotten along with the club well? Do you think you've done your best for the club? Do you think there are things you could have done better?
I mean, there's always things we could do better, but as far as I know, I've got along well with everyone pretty much. And there's been a few hiccups.
Would you say your feelings for the club have gotten stronger, or have they waned at all?
Are the club and I dating?
It's a pretty simple question, Faye.
I don't know what that means. Have my feelings for the club waned, or they got like? I don't understand the question.
Okay, all right. Let me rephrase it. Do you enjoy being a part of the club?
Yeah. I don't have anything else. Like, yeah.
Because it doesn't seem like you do. It seems like for months now, you've had every issue you could with this club and its members. It seems like when you're alone, you say something completely different to what you're saying to me right now. If you want examples, I'll go through the list right now.
Yeah,
let's start with you and Shang. You two have been each other's throats for months now.
I have never been at his throat. He just decides that I'm at his throat, and then he makes a big deal about it to everybody else, and then I hear about it 3 or 4 weeks later, and then whatever I say doesn't fucking matter because he's already talked to y'all. I've never
Faye,
been at his
I'm going to
throat.
stop you there, and I'm going to point out and remind you of the time we all spoke on the dock, and I had to get Shang to leave because you had said something so disgusting, so venomous, so hated that I knew if he stood there for a second longer, you would be dead. And he would have been well within his fucking rights. You don't understand that the shit you spew sometimes is more dangerous than any fucking gun. And you've been doing this for a long fucking time. So how is Shang at your throat when every single fucking time this has come up, Shang's been the one willing to apologize and forgive?
Every single time this has come up, I've been ambushed by, oh, hey, Shang talked to us about all this shit, and now we're coming to you, and then you give me vague fucking questions, like the ones you started the conversation out with. Like, the one time I tried to come to you about something led to that shit on the dock.
When have you been ambushed? What's your
basement ages ago for one, him and Shang on the dock for 2, for 3, Rue and Shang both being in the fucking pier in Toledo. When you ask somebody to have, and now this is a fucking ambush too. When you ask somebody to have a conversation with you, and then you've got other people lying in fucking wait, that's an ambush.
I never said this would be a one-on-one conversation, Faye. And the fact that you like to put on this spin that it's an ambush when people are trying to help you, when they're trying to cut through the fat and stop this backseat talking all the time, just shows where your head is at already. You're so quick to paint yourself as the victim. And I'm going to stop myself right there because I feel like she's having a headache. So you guys come here often, or?
Oh yeah, all the time.
It couldn't have been a quieter spot.
I can't emphasize how much I need to pee.
I'm gonna have to go after this, like, pretty much ASAP.
Can you hear us? Okay. You mentioned the constant ambushes, and I'm going to be real with you there, Faye. You mentioned every conversation you've had, it's turned into an ambush. It's happened multiple times, apparently, according to you.
Literally not what I just said.
Okay, repeat what you said then. Reframe
I
it.
said
True.
that it's like it's never been me having an issue with Shang for like 90% of it. It's been Shang deciding he has an issue with me and then me getting ambushed about it. That's different than every conversation I've had has been an ambush. Like there was the time when it was the bullshit over Rimpy not putting her name in the fucking yellow pages that she then went behind my back to Shang about, and that got turned into whatever the fuck happened on the docks in Vinewood. Like that's the time that I've brought anything to anyone about him.
Right, so you agree going behind people's backs instead of dealing with it face to face is the wrong move?
That's a loaded question.
It's really not a loaded question. You can throw as many descriptions as you want to these questions I'm asking you. They're very fucking simple questions, Faye.
Yeah, it would be nice if Shang had come to me instead of going to all of High Command any of those times, or if I'd heard about these issues sooner, or whatever the fuck this is. That would have been nice, yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about your comments about Barry's leadership and how he leads similar to Dundee.
I never said that.
Oh, okay. You explain what you said then.
Okay, I'm gonna need some fucking context to who said I said Barry led like Dundee.
No, you can just tell us what you apparently didn't say or did say.
I never said Barry led like Dundee, so I would need some fucking context of when I supposedly said this. Because I would not fucking say that. Barry does not lead like Dundee.
Right. So that those words never left your mouth. You've never compared Barry to Dundee at all.
The only time that it's been close to me comparing Barry to Dundee is I was having a conversation with Rue on my fucking wife's grave when my boyfriend was in a fucking coma, and she asked me what was wrong, and I was talking to her about shit, and I mentioned, I don't even know, it was fucking, one of the things, like, don't wear your jackets when you're doing sanitation or whatever. It was fucking stupid. And her response was, well, Barry said it, so whatever Barry says, we do because Barry said it. And my response to that was, if you just do, like, if the club just does everything the leader says without any question, no matter what, because it's the leader, that's how you get situations like Dundee. At which point she's like, well, Barry said it, we do it, Barry said it. And then I'm like, okay, whatever, I'm done with this conversation. That's the only time I've said anything fucking close to that.
Right, okay. So the three individuals who told us about this are all incorrect. One of them being
I don't know what
your
fucking
boyfriend.
game of telephone it is. After that conversation, I told Telly about the conversation, and I've never said anything like that to fucking JT. So, I don't know. Maybe it's part of his coma fuzz.
Right. Another story where you're completely innocent and everyone else is wrong. Okay. What about your comments around Shang being the reason for Maze Bank failing?
Listen, you've clearly already made up your fucking mind, Ed. Do you want to listen to what I have to say, or do you just want to lecture me?
I'm asking you questions, Faye. I'm asking you to explain yourself, giving you a chance to get what you clearly are too scared to get off your fucking chest. So how about instead of directing that energy at me, you man the fuck up and speak your mind for once, instead of hiding and making up bullshit. Speak your mind. We all want to fucking hear what you actually want to say.
You want to know what I fucking said? I said, I know Shang has been working hard on Maze Bank, but we've been failing it lately because we've been doing less and less fucking prep. And Shang just needs to take a step back and prep more, and then we'll get Maze Bank. Because there's this pressure to fucking succeed on it. And we just need to take a step back and prep. That's what I fucking said about Shang and Maze Bank. In that same fucking conversation to Rue. So whatever the fuck she told you clearly went through 3 or 4 fucking layers of I don't know what.
Right. So yet again, you're the innocent one. Everyone else is wrong. Everyone else has screwed up the communication.
That's been an issue since I was back in fucking ADMC. I say something, and the telephone game turns into something completely fucking different.
So why not say that to Shang? We just agreed that saying things behind people's backs don't work.
To Shang. I said it to Shang literally afterwards on the pier. I told him that their Maze Bank had been being done with less and less prep, and we needed to work on that, and he agreed. And we had that conversation literally after the conversation that I had with Rue on the pier in fucking Toledo. So yes, I did say that to Shang.
This is a one-off or 2 times that this has happened, I'd agree with you. But the fact that this keeps happening, the fact that people keep coming to us with these stories, you're very convincing right now, throwing your emotions into your words. But at this point, it's been 8-9 months of people coming to us repeatedly with these conversations. I've witnessed it firsthand, how you twist the conversation around. The fact that you went to Barry about the time I tried to help you and Shang and turned it into a negative connotation that was an ambush, that we were attacking you, goes to show your true intent behind all of this. Because you're very good at swaying things, Faye. I've learned that about you over the last few months. Because you swayed me for a long fucking time until I woke up to the truth.
I think it's a very insight that you were attacking me.
Let me guess, you didn't say that either.
I might have said I felt ambushed because I did, because I thought it was going to be a one-on-one conversation, and then it wasn't.
Yet again, another story where Faye has no fault. Another story where Faye is completely right. You can do your crocodile tears, Faye.
I'm completely
I have
fucking
no
right.
sympathy for you.
I'm just saying, maybe if you've been holding on to this shit for this long, Ed, you should have talked to me about it.
I have spoken to you multiple times, Faye. I've actually pulled you aside more times than anyone else that wears his fucking jacket. So don't stand there and act like I haven't tried to fucking help you, because I've nearly killed myself trying to fucking help you. I've watched as you've torn down member after fucking member in this club where we're meant to trust and respect each other, when everything that we have is built on that trust and respect. Now, I've watched you piss that away for fucking months. I've watched every single one of these people around us right now try to help you over and over again, and it's the same story every fucking time.
Sean hasn't talked to me since fucking April.
Let me fucking talk, Faye. You wanted me to get this off my chest. I am telling you, so shut the fuck up. People have been trying to help you since you put that fucking jacket on, since day fucking dot. And all you ever do is go behind people's backs. You twist the fucking knife. You spurt these lies, this fucking venom that no one else does. There is literally not another person in this club that behaves the way you do. There is no one else who I had to sit down and have this many fucking conversations with. At a bare minimum, people should be able to fucking respect each other, but for you, it's impossible. Repeatedly impossible. And you could sit here and you could say whatever bullshit comes to your fucking mind about, oh, that's not what I said. Oh, it actually was in this light. The truth of the matter, Faye, is you are constantly going behind people's backs. You are constantly belittling people. You are constantly putting yourself in a competition with your brothers and sisters instead of working with them. You are trying to take things from them instead of build things with them.
What have I tried to take from anyone? What the fuck are you on about?
Let's go back to the moonshine, Faye. When you refused to work with anybody, it had to be you leading it and only you. And the fact that Shang was doing his own separate moonshine was his big affront to you. His own moonshine that he was doing with someone out of the club, by the way, and you had a problem with that.
It wasn't a big affront to me. I was actually working on it.
It was, because you went and spoke to so many fucking people, but go on.
Kev, and the reason that he didn't want to work with me on the Moonshine for the club and wanted to do his own separate project was because he didn't want to work with me. I kept the door open to him. I kept the door open to Cora. Neither of them wanted to work with me, and now it's my fault. That's cool.
There we go again. Spin in the narrative so that you're the victim. Faye, you went around and you spoke to multiple members
where I'm the aggressor and all this, and everybody else is a perfect fucking angel.
Because Faye, if it was once or fucking twice, I would agree with you. But you're the common denominator every single fucking time. Every time. It's not Finn. It's not Shang. It's not Cora. It's not Irish. It's not me. It's not fucking Barry.
Well, this
it's
was
you.
back when Cora was still having her fucking issues about me and whatever the fuck. Like, she hasn't talked to me. Like, Cora's barely talked to me since I told Sean something about her and fucking Rod. Sean hasn't talked to me since fucking April. Like, Shang is Shang. He does whatever. Like, he barely talks to me, but that's just whatever. You say you've helped me over and over again. Like, you give me a compliment occasionally, and the one time I tried to actually talk to you about something, it turned into the shit on the dock. So no, I haven't reached out to you since then. Because the shit on the dock was so fucking bad.
Cora, Sean, do you have anything you want to throw in?
I have worked with you when it comes with anything to the club. Club related, I will work with you. But very early on, you showed to me on a personal level, I could not fucking trust you. We asked of you one thing.
Oh, I did not mean to do that. Sorry.
One simple thing, and you went and blabbed the next fucking day.
Because you were joking about it in front of the goddamn hospital and everyone. So he was gonna get it sooner or fucking later.
Did we not ask of you not to fucking say anything?
And then I didn't. And then the
did the next day.
Y'all were joking about it in front of the whole fucking hospital.
When I was planning on to have a private conversation with Sean, because that was our private, personal relationship. It was not yours to tell whether we were joking about it or not. So no, I did not trust you on a personal level, but everything club related that we need to work together on, I've done for the past 10 months. And let's not act like you weren't you're the fucking angel when you didn't reach out to me a single fucking time.
Sean?
You tell me when the last time I spoke to you was. Because you haven't been around in 3 months, give or take. Like, I personally haven't seen you to speak to you in 3 months.
Oh, and she's gone again. Can you hear us? Yeah.
Yeah, can you hear us?
You and Sean are talking.
Last time I had to see a temptation for Sean. Sorry. Shouting.
You're good.
I don't think she got a chance to hear what you said, Sean.
Yeah, I know. I mean, Faye, tell me when the last time we spoke was, because for all intents and purposes, I haven't seen you in 3 months. Trust me, look, I'm not going to blame anybody for taking time away from this shit city most of the time. But, and I wasn't going to bring that up until you threw that back at me.
Yeah, I'm just saying we used to be close and then we weren't. And like I said, it's been April since we've had a real conversation.
I've never ambushed you, Faye. Anytime
I never said you ambushed me.
You brought up the ambushing, right? And I am the VP. And I distinctly remember dealing with a lot of the Moonshine shit, a lot of all of any people's one-on-one bullshit. And I have dragged people into conversations where they may be unknowing of what it was, or they may be pressed about what the details are. But ambush implies that you were taken into a conversation and attacked, and then punished for it, or you were, every conversation, regardless of how uncomfortable it was to find out what the issue was, every single time. And although both your relationships were fucked because of it, I distinctly remember neither of you being punished for either actions you took against one another, or what you guys said, or how it all ended. It just got swept away. And any time I've spoken, I've been nothing but support. The last conversation I distinctly remember was at where the old tuna shop was, talking about what you wanted to do to be an enforcer, what you could do. And I've barely seen you since then, let alone I've not avoided you. I've not done anything to diminish any sort of conversation, like anything, if you've come to me or anything like that. I just haven't seen you. And I'm not good with time management. I deal with what's in front of me all the time. I don't make time for other people. I don't make time for myself. I just deal with the club, because that's what I focus on. So when your issues or anybody's issues are at the forefront of my mind, that's what I'm dealing with. And the one thing I want to bring up, because Ed asked you at the start, and there's the reason they asked you it about your feelings towards the club and how you can, because from what I was told, the last meeting when everyone was stood in a circle and I told people what was expected of them skill wise, and that what was coming from the PD, I told them if nobody, or they're not prepared to do it, to take off their cut and fuck off. And I was told you contemplated it. Is that true, or did somebody lie to me?
Kelly had a conversation with me afterwards where she asked me, did you think about taking your cut off when he said that? And I'm like, no, but there were a couple points I thought about leaving the fucking meeting because I was pissed off because it was supposed to be one thing and it turned into something completely fucking different. And then she kept poking at me about it and poking me about it. I'm like, I don't know. Maybe. Because she kept fucking poking me about it. At the same time, she was trying to poke me to break up with fucking JT for whatever fucking reason. she's been trying to get me to leave the club and JT. She doesn't think I'm happy. She's fucking texted me about how I need to find what makes me happy. She's fucking texted me about how I'm worthy of being treated with kindness on a basic human level. Like, before JT was in a coma, I talked to her about some of the shit that he was going through because, like, it was affecting me too. And her answer was, well, you should just leave him. And I've talked to her about some of the issues that I've had, like, just, you know, not feeling appreciated or wanted or fucking needed in the club. And her answer was, well, maybe you should leave. And then, so she was poking me after that fucking meeting about, did I think about it? I told her, I don't know, maybe. Because she was fucking prodding me about it and wouldn't let it fucking go. Like, I have no issue with skills and training and all that shit. I've been saying that we don't have enough fucking skills as a group for fucking ages. The issue with the meeting was the shit that happened earlier, where it was supposed to be a conversation about one thing, and then it turned into something completely fucking different. That was the issue at the fucking meeting. And that's not the first meeting that's happened with, obviously. I didn't want to fucking say earlier, because I'm not trying to throw Tally under the goddamn bus, but like... Damn.
I hate to be the one to point out the obvious, but yet again, another story where someone has fucked up what you have said, apparently.
I mean, I have fucking receipts if you want to see the text message.
Sure, send them.
I mean, not the messages about me and fucking JT, but it's like, we talked in person too. It's...
Sure, you got receipts. Show us. You're telling us that Tally misconstrued your words so badly to the point that it got to us, where you had said you were thinking about leaving, but now you're telling us, no, you were just thinking about leaving the meeting.
I've never once said I was thinking about leaving the fucking club.
Okay, you're saying you have evidence. Show us then.
I don't have evidence of what I haven't said.
You just said you have receipts when I just questioned you on this.
Whatever.
Right, so another story where someone is
You're not gonna believe anything I say, Ed. Like, I'm just gonna take that as granted.
No, I'm not, because I've given you a lot of fucking chances, Faye.
That's a horseshit thing to say to anybody, considering like the amount of chances everybody in this fucking club gets with any situation.
I'm just going off his behavior this entire fucking conversation. Every single time I say anything, he's like, well, I don't believe you. I don't believe you. Every single time I've said anything this whole fucking meeting, he's been like, well, I don't believe you. So I'm just going to take it as read that anything I say, he's not going to believe.
Right, so that means you shouldn't try, right? It means you shouldn't speak your mind. It means you shouldn't bring up your problems. Another scapegoat, Faye. Another way for you to get out of a tough situation. If it's not someone misconstruing your communication, it's, oh, well, why should I even bother trying, right? It's a pattern with you. And again, you can throw as much emotion into your words as you want, but I'm cutting through your bullshit. This is your tactic. This is your way of avoiding any kind of punishment or anything like that. And now, everyone has seen it. So there's no more.
I have been trying this entire fucking conversation, Ed, and you keep coming back to, well, I don't believe you, or you're just twisting things. I don't believe you.
At no point have I said that, Faye. If you want to stand on business, if you want to stand on specific phrases, at no point until the last 45 seconds have I said I don't believe you. I've asked you for proof. I've asked you for further explanations. And at no point have you been able to give us any of that besides, oh, someone just misconstrued. Someone else is at fault because I didn't say that. They're telling you I said that.
Why the fuck would I compare Barry to Dundee in the way of, oh, Barry is Dundee? Why the fuck would I say that? Like, is Barry billions of dollars in debt and using us as his personal fucking bank account? No.
I don't know, Faye. Why would you assume everyone's ambushing you when no one has done that and everyone's just trying to help you? Why would you set a personal vendetta against one of the hardest working members of this club? There's a lot of things you do that I don't understand.
I don't have a vendetta. I would say fucking one. I don't have a fucking vendetta.
Right.
shit that, like, I didn't even remember at the time he thought I had a vendetta about it. Like, I don't have a fucking vendetta just because everything is construed in the most worst possible light. Like, I don't fucking know what to tell you at this point. Like, I don't have a fucking vendetta. If I had a vendetta against Shang, I would have fucking done something about it by now. I'm not fucking shy about that shit.
You mentioned
So it
that.
just so happened.
You mentioned
Yeah,
that
go on, Cora.
you have had like issues with like meetings and how things are done in the club, and stuff like that. But why was it never? Why did you never bring it up to anybody that can do something about it?
I did bring it up, and then nothing ever happened as a result. There was a disastrous moonshine meeting, and it was brought up after, hey, that didn't actually happen. We need to have a meeting with less people and the people that are actually involved. It was agreed that would happen, then it kind of didn't. We were gonna have the meeting where Sean said the thing about taking your jacket off was supposed to be about the changes to drugs and shit. And then that didn't go the right way. And then after that meeting, I was just like, okay, whatever. But then things did change in small ways enough that it was like, okay, this isn't really an issue anymore. Like, something is a big ass issue. I'm not trying to make an issue about it. Like, I tend to just kind of let things lie until they fucking don't need to anymore. I'm not gonna like go push and push and push about shit that doesn't need pushed on. Like, I do bring things up when it's worth bringing them up. Like,
If the issue is you don't bring it up to the person, you go and talk about them to someone else. And then when you're forced to confront that person, you spin the narrative into an ambush. There is literally no way to help you, Faye. You refuse to be helped. I've said pretty much everything I want to say, so Barry, Shang, do you have anything you want to add to this?
I just want to say that every single time we had an issue or whatever, I really did go out of my way to try and defend your point of view. Even if it doesn't seem like it.
I don't know what else to tell you, Faye. I mean, I've known you for a very long time, but... And while all these comments are, you know, I mean, the fact that you've known me for a long time means that you know how I operate and how I deal with situations typically. Typically when I hear shit about me, it's always done better when it's confronted to me. I always have an answer when it's in front of my face. But the problem with this situation is that it's just words from other people. But the problem is that it's not just one instance. I don't think there's any individual instance that I've heard so far that's like a gigantic problem needs to be dealt with immediately. But the reason why this is different is because there's so many little instances that are being brought up from so many different people. My hands are tied with this. If I've got multiple people in this club saying I don't trust Faye, or the shit that Faye's saying is concerning to me, from not just hang-arounds, prospects, patches, high commands, what am I meant to do? I can't have people in this club not trusting members of this club, and that's the situation we're in, where they're trying to take this opportunity to, I guess, give you an opportunity to speak for yourself and help, but if you see it as an ambush, then, I mean, I don't know what else can be said.
Everything that I've said, Ed has met with denial and accusations. Anytime I've said anything to try and defend myself, he said that I'm twisting words. He said that I draw narratives. He said that I don't. That he doesn't.
Is it just Ed though, or is he the one vocalizing it on behalf of everybody here?
Well, I don't know what everybody else thinks because I'm not a mind reader. I'm just saying what Ed's been saying.
I'll tell you right now that the reason everybody's standing here is because they have to agree somewhat with what Ed is saying, and not just the people standing here, but people in the club. We wouldn't take you out to a lake in the middle of the fucking night to have a nice friendly chat. This is to give you an opportunity to speak your side of things. The same way that you can't read their minds, they can't read yours. And when I hear shit about whether you say here and say it's not true or not, I don't care if there has ever been a point where you compare me to anybody in the city. You know that I don't give a fuck. I don't start wars with other groups because of harsh words. But what I do have a problem with is if I'm getting told by multiple different fucking people that you're saying shit that's impacting their thoughts of the club as a whole and you as a fucking whole and their trust in you. I have a problem with that because that doesn't just impact you. It doesn't just impact me and how people see me. It impacts the whole fucking club. Because if there's one weak link in this club, any fucking patch member, then there's domino effect. Everybody starts losing trust. It's not just losing trust in Faye, it's losing trust in your rank, in your patch, in the club. You know, this isn't my first rodeo. I've been around for a long fucking time. And even if these were just rants or critiques or whatever, you can say, oh, Barry's never come to me to ask about shit, whatever. I mean, I've heard a bunch of shit you're saying about the club, just dumb, irrelevant shit that doesn't even mean anything. But the point that it's being said without being brought up means that you aren't looking for help for it, as Ed said. If you want to look for help for something, you go to the top. I hang out with a fucking prospect today because they grabbed me by the fucking arm and said, I want to show you a fucking route. If you really want to talk to somebody in this club, it's not that hard. Maybe a long time ago, I would have sympathized with the fact like, oh, you know, this person never talks to me or whatever. Even with me not being around, the second I'm awake, if people know my routine, I drive down from up north, I come to the fucking yard, I hang out, I get in jobs, I'm always on radio. First thing I do every day is go on the club radio. If somebody really wants to fucking talk to me, they get on radio and say, Barry, I need to speak with you, and then I talk. Albeit there may be a few jobs in between, whatever. But again, I'm in the same boat with Sean where I deal with shit in front of me. I'm not going to go out of my way to remember shit, or if somebody a week ago said I need to speak with you, they need to, you know, re-talk to me. I'm sorry, I got shit to do. And do I wake up and demand things? Of course I fucking do. Do I sometimes sleep for weeks at a fucking time and then wake up and demand the club to get guns? Yes, I fucking do, because I'm the leader of this fucking club. And if I think the club needs fucking guns, they need fucking guns. If I wake up and say we need more club cars, we need more fucking club cars. If I wake up and it looks like I don't fucking make money, oh, Barry just likes to do the fun shit. Yeah, I fucking do, because I fucking earned it! I fucking earned my position. I earned my fucking spot. This isn't my first fucking club. So you can sit here and bullshit me all fucking day that you haven't talked shit or it was misconstrued by 7 fucking people? I don't give a fuck. But one thing I won't sit here and listen to is somebody that I generally start to believe after all these people. When I talk to you face to face, again, I'm glad I didn't have this convo one-on-one. Because all of the points you make sound valid, Faye. You say with a lot of confidence. Maybe it's something I'm susceptible to because I'm always going to trust people in this club. That patch on your fucking back is always something I'm going to fucking believe in, no matter who you are, how often I talk to you. I could not see you for a fucking year. If you still have that patch on your back, I'm still going to believe everything you fucking say. I guess maybe that's one of my biggest fucking flaws. But now it's at the point where it's not just about hearing what you fucking say. It's about multiple different fucking people, as I said before, from all different fucking ranks, telling me the shit that you're spewing behind backs. But then you want to come here and say, oh, why didn't Shang talk to me? Why didn't Shang confront me about problems? Why aren't you coming to me? Why aren't you going to Irish? Why aren't you going to Edbert? If you have these little problems, even if they're not that big, just deal with them. If they're not that big, it's a simple conversation, it's done. Oh, I gotta wake up and hear, not just once, twice, 3 times, different things you fucking said about my leadership skills. And again, you can sit here and say, those weren't said, it was misconstrued. I don't know what to tell you at this point. It's either trust multiple people in this club or put all of my trust into one. And I just can't do that. You know what, the first person I thought would be somebody that I could have in this club for eternity. I would be there till the club no longer exists, like the BBMC. But the more I see it, maybe everything should have just ended with the BBMC. Maybe that's where your story should have ended. So, fam, I'm going to give you one last opportunity. And you can sit here, and if you want to go with the story of all the shit that you said isn't true and it's been misconstrued, then fine, be my guest. I'm going to give you one last opportunity to say something to my fucking face. Any problem you've ever fucking had with me or this fucking club, now is your opportunity. I'm here, and I've made time for you, Faye. I've made a whole lot of fucking time for you.
Doesn't feel like anything I say is going to matter at this fucking point, because if one person says it to 7 different people and then they all say back to you, it must be fucking true, right? Like, I did say that I had a fucking issue with the fact that you would wake up and say shit and then just go back to bed. Yeah, I did have a fucking issue with that. Like, obviously you've had a lot of shit going on, but I was just complaining about how the fucking felt, because it was the shit. It doesn't seem like a lot, but it matters to me. Other fucking people too, like the shit, the not wearing our pockets representation, which was actively putting club members in more fucking danger. And it's just shit like that. Like, I don't guess get more guns. That makes perfect sense. We need more guns. We were getting in fights. Whatever. It was other shit. It was stupid little shit. It wasn't worth bringing up to you. And you say, oh, you're around. You could always be grabbed. Like, if you're around and everybody in the fucking club is grabbing you, like, I didn't want to put that kind of fucking pull when everybody else is already fucking doing it. Like, it's never been like, all this is one person going and talking to fucking everybody or whatever the fuck, and then it all gets tossed back, and then it comes to you in whatever fucking form this is, and clearly because multiple people were reading it to you at this point, I'm the one that's fucking on. So I don't even see it. And clearly after fucking gone, because that's where this is fucking going, I can already fucking see it. You're gonna make a fucking joke out of me too.
I want you to know something. Before you were brought down here, I had a conversation with my command members. As you know, there's a new system in the ADMC called a Reaper vote, which means when something gets to our attention and is deemed that something needs a decision to be made on, that we call that vote and a decision is made. Nobody leaves until it's done. A vote was made on what would happen to you, Faye, after hearing all this stuff and depending on how the conversation and all that would go. Everybody voted that despite everything that you should not walk away. But I'm going to sit here and tell you that I was the only person that considered you having a respectful retirement and forcing you to retire from this club with your life. But after talking to not only my high command, but other members of this club, even your boyfriend knew what the decision should be and that you should not walk away.
I wouldn't have taken the walk-away option if you'd given it to me. This isn't the kind of life you just fucking walk away from.
Hey, I've known you for a long time, and I know all of the hard work that you put into not only this club, but the BBMC. I know all of the trials and tribulations you had to go through to even get to the patched position. Which is why this isn't easy, Faye. I don't think you're a bad person. But I didn't make this club to hang out with good people. I made this club to accomplish a goal. And right now, the reality is, Faye, is that you're impeding on that goal. I think when we first made this club that I think you had the right mindset, you pushed, and I know sometimes that, well, a lot of the time you would do a lot of work that would not be noticed. So I wouldn't, pat you on the back or shake your hand or whatever. I can understand the frustration with that. But the reality is, Faye, at this point, that if there are these many people coming to me and coming to the club and saying that there's issues with your words and with how you're acting and all this shit, then I've been through this a lot and with different people. And as I said before, there have been a lot of people in this club and former clubs that I thought could be there till the end, but sometimes it just isn't the way life works. But I want you to know, Faye, that despite everything, I think you were a good member. But that's not the case anymore. I'm sorry this is the way it has to go, Faye. But as you said yourself, this life isn't for everybody and there's only one way out. Despite everything, Faye, I was proud to have you as a member of this club.
Bye, Faye.
Fuck. Get a fucking cut and, I don't know, do whatever.
Put her in my car.
The Faye we knew died a long time ago, guys. There's no one to grieve for today.
want her phone?
Yeah.
Wait a second, I have it on me.
Yeah.
Do you want to be alone or you...
Yeah. In a second.
Okay.
Cora.
Have you guys seen GT?
Yeah, he just ran through here a minute ago. He's close by.
Okay.
Might be up on the beacon, potentially the yard.
Okay.
Okay, well, if anyone from the radio, I'm going to bed. Good night, guys. Alexander Bones, he just passed away at the hospital. They're doing open visitation right now.
Fucking what?
What?
Yeah. Yeah.
You fucking serious?
I am dead serious, and I'm so sorry you had to find out this way. They're at the hospital right now.
Oh, how he died?
I'm not sure, but Nana's over there napping. They're doing one-by-one visitation in the ICU.
Alexander Bones, yeah?
What Nan? So I just double check with her. I think that's who it is.
Yep.
Where you at?
I'm just walking. Why?
Checking in on you.
I'm good.
No, it's okay not to be, right? You have people here for you.
Yeah, I know.
Don't do anything dumb, okay?
Nah, I wouldn't. Thanks for checking on.
Okay. I'm sure we'll end up all meeting up in a bit. I just
Yeah.
Nah, this car is
to
good.
check
It
in on
just
you.
can't take wide turns. It's like
Okay.
one issue.
I'll see you in a bit then.
I'm gonna go
All
on
right.
radio if anyone needs me, cool.
Alright, bye.
Yeah. Rude. Well, if you need anything, okay?
I'm gonna go and do another run, just so everybody knows.
God, I fat finger that.
Alright, I'm doing a moonshine run.
You're telling me.
You okay, Ru?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Ru, just come and chat with me real quick. It's important.
Who?
Shang.
You. Come chat with me.
I'll lock it. I don't have a key.
I got it.
Where'd Shang go?
There you go.
You know where Shang's at?
I could have sworn I seen him run back in here, but I could be wrong.
Check. Here. I'm gonna jet down to the sewer real quick, and then I'll be back up. I just want to go talk to that guy in the main room if anybody wants to come with.
I need to poke my head down there.
I have the bar, so. I'll wait for you at the what do you call it? At the hole